Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Now, let's get into the podcast.
I used to think of my life as a rap star. I used to think of my life as a trap star. Record on the beat, put it on the needle. Record on the beat, put it on the needle.
Hey, and welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, season 3, episode 47. We've got an awesome feature for you guys today. It is the KORG Collection 4. Yes, they're up to KORG Collection 4. Now, if you've just come here to watch KORG Collection 4, I'll have a timeline down below. You can skip along to that feature. But if you're here for all of the awesome music technology news, music gear, software and hardware that we cover on this podcast, then stick around because there's actually surprisingly in amongst the cyber season, and I know that a lot of you up north are celebrating Thanksgiving, and big shout outs to my friends in the US, and enjoy your time with your family during this Thanksgiving season and cyber season, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is just around the corner. I know you're probably sick of all the Black Friday deals. I personally am. My email box has been absolutely inundated, and I'm sure all of you have got the same thing. So we're only going to just quickly skim over those Black Friday deals today. But again, if you are here for the KORG Collection 4, skip along to the end because that is an awesome freaking update, which we're going to look at. We're going to deep dive and we're going to have a little live demonstration. But without further ado, for those of you who are new, that's what this podcast is about. Hopefully I've explained it. And for those of you who are long-term listeners, or those of you who listen week to week, because we've been going here for 3 years on the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, thank you so much. If you want to show your support for this podcast, there is a support link down below. Always, you can shout me a coffee. I was going to grab my coffee. I've already drank it already. In case you can't tell, I'm totally caffeinated. Here, got my NI Native Instruments mug, keeping it real for you guys. You can always shout me a coffee down below, support link down below. However, there are other ways to support your boy and get yourself a deal, which I'm just going to quickly mention. Now, again, I know that you've probably heard enough of the Black Friday deals, but there are some seriously good deals going on at the moment. There are 4 ways. I'm going to have 4 links down below. The affiliate links, full disclosure, affiliate links, they do support the channel. They do support Emlyn in the Mix, but they also get you a freaking good deal. And I'm just going to quickly skim over this because we're going to get into the new products today. So those are, you can get up to 40% off Arcade, which is Output. Our friends at Output, we have an affiliate link for them down below. Click on that. They have other deals as well on the output.com website. If you're in the US, for example, you can get their Frontier speakers, which is a collaboration with Barefoot Audio, for 25% off. I'm so jealous. I wish I lived in the US for that deal because those speakers aesthetically look amazing, and knowing that they're Barefoot Audio, you know they're going to be freaking amazing. They're going to sound freaking amazing because just about it's a 50-50, I think, for Barefoot Audio and was it Focal? I think Focal and Barefoot Audio probably take the reign in terms of studios around the world. Although those new, what are those new ones? The Key 3s are sort of all the rage, but you need to be like a millionaire to have those. Anyway, Output does some great stuff, and Arcade is an incredible sample rompler, up to 40% off at the moment. Check it out. If you want to make a hit song, it's going to make it really easy with Arcade. We will do a video on the channel with Arcade. Check that out. Affiliate link down below, 40% off right now. Unlimited access to over 50,000 sounds, and it could be yours at 40% off, and you support the channel. Another way to support the channel quickly, affiliate link and Black Friday sales. Baby Audio are doing an incredible discount on all their amazing software. They do Crystalline, which is a next generation reverb plugin, absolutely amazing. Smooth Operator, Intelligent Signal Balancer, iHoney 2, New York compression plugin. You've got Spaced Out, which is lush ambience generator, tape, AI powered tape saturator, Super VHS. I almost don't make a track without Super VHS in it. 1980s retro color plugin, Comeback Kid, Creative Delay Echo plugin, and Parallel Aggressor, which is a parallel processing tool. Anyway, all of these little creative effects plugins by Baby Audio all sound freaking amazing, and they're all really super cheap at the moment. They were already cheap before Black Friday deals, and now I don't even know how Baby Audio gets by doing the prices like this, but affiliate link again for that down below. the next two boys for affiliate links, these are the big boys in the game, and they support Emlyn in the mix with these affiliate links and support you with your wallet there. If you've been ever eyeing off to get any of Native Instruments gear, right now is the best time, because you can get 50% off the complete instruments, 50% off the complete effects, off the expansions 50%, or 50% off Guitar Rig 6 Pro. I've never seen it like this, and 75% off iZotope products. Affiliate link for Native Instruments down below. Support your boy or support yourself, however you want to look at it. Lastly, here I've got some prices, and this is over on iZotope because, as we know, iZotope and Native Instruments, the merger, which is not really a merger anymore, it's already been and gone. These guys are essentially the same company, or one and the same. They're two different businesses, but they work under the same hood. Right now, they've got incredible deals across the Native Instruments gear as well. Complete 14 Ultimate, for example. What is that? That's $200 off, $999. That there, I mean, it's still expensive, but that gives you pretty much everything. I am actually, this one here is actually something which I highly recommend in a review that I'm working on at the moment, that particular bundle, because there's 4 iterations. But, you know, there's a bunch of other stuff here. 40's very own keys, which is an incredible instrument, and that's half price at the moment. That's all of Native Instruments there, but let's scroll down here, because they also, iZotope has some amazing deals on their iZotope Everything bundle. Instead of scrolling down, we scrolled up. iZotope's here, $299 for Everything bundle, which includes Neutron 4, Ozone 10 Advanced, Neoverb, Vocal Synth 2, Dialogue Match, Relay, Insight 2, and a bunch of others. I'm not going to stick on the Black Friday deals for much longer here. I just wanted to quickly put this to you guys' attention, that you can get yourself incredible deals on these top tier plugins, and it would support the channel as well. So if you ever want to give back to Emlyn in the Mix, now is the time to do it. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart if you do go out and get yourself some of these plugins. I have seen some people supporting the channel, and it's really cool to see, because they're getting themselves something they want, and again, it supports the channel. All right, enough about supporting the channel, and let's move on to what this podcast is really about, and that's checking out new gear. There is one, I'm sorry, but I have to mention this because this one's insane. So there's one more Black Friday deal, I believe. Yeah, I think it is the last Black Friday deal, because I don't want to talk about Black Friday anymore. We're all over it. I get it. But right now, Arturia, this was nuts. I saw this and I have to mention it. And for some reason they haven't, it is here. Is it here? Anyway, this is not, for some reason, you're going to have to hopefully take my word for this, because on the website, it doesn't quite say what I'm got on my email here, unless the email has a typo, and I can't even put the email on the screen. Okay, so FX Collection 3, I got an email from Arturia, and if you're subscribed to the Arturia mailing list, you would have got this as well. It says FX Collection 3 is $49 at the moment, which is insane, because that's normally $399. When I look at it on the website, it says US $199. So I don't know what's going on here, but maybe go log in and check out. It might be a personal offer thing. Yeah, it says actually here, log in to see a personal offer. So this is my personal offer because I had FX Collection 2. So I've got the $49. But still, if you had FX Collection 2, that upgrade price is insane. And they've also got the Pigments instrument here for $49, which must be a personal one as well. But that's nuts. That is absolutely nuts pricing. Anyway, head over to Arturia. If you've already got some Arturia gear, you'll have some special deals for yourself. And I just had to mention that. Okay, that's the last Black Friday. No more Black Friday. Check out those affiliate links though to support the channel. No more Black Friday. Let's move on. Although it says Black Friday on this website here, but this is a new product. Do you guys remember Vanguard? Because I don't know. I kind of do. Vanguard is a synthesizer, soft synth by REFX, who are the boys and girls who do Nexus, which is up to Nexus 4 iteration. So this is kind of a noughties synthesizer brought into a soft synth. I should stop saying synthesizer. It's actually always been a soft synth brought into the modern age. So reborn, new and shiny. This is not a remaster. This is a remade, enhanced and improved. A new cleaner UE, 10 new wavetables, 2 new filter types, new delay type, a completely new reverb, a new distortion effect, synced LFOs, etc. Also, 136 completely new factory presets have been built. All Vanguard expansions previously sold on REFX are also included. So basically you get all their old library for the original Vanguard, plus more, of course. And it's got the advanced librarian feature, which is now featured in featured in Nexus, which is their new, basically updated sample rompler, featuring 3 columns for easy navigation, color-coded tags, bookmarks, favorites, and dedicated location for user presets. It's got enhanced effects such as reverb, distortion effects, and 10 new wavetables, including async, PWM, FM simple 1, 2, and 3, mirror, nasty 1 and 2, interesting, sine, blend 1 and 2, and yay. Okay, they're totally making up these wavetable names, but they sound great. Vector-based GUI, all the latest goodies, and I wonder if it's silicon-based. Anyway, let's have a quick listen to this instrument, because back in the day, this was a popular, this and Nexus, I know I speak about these guys every now and then. I feel like in today's studio world, these are a little bit forgotten about soft synths, but they make some quality sounds. Let's have a quick listen to Vanguard here. Nice. All right, we'll leave it there. You get the idea. That was nice. I was loving that little wobble bass there. Funky future bomb, whatever you want to call it. I was reading what was on the screen there. It's not even a genre. Check it out, Vanguard 2. See, things are getting released. Even amongst the cyber season silliness, there's new products, and that's what I'm here to show you. Let's move along to the next one here. And you probably noticing I'm going quite speedily through, and that's because I want to get to our feature. This was cool. I wanted to mention this though. This is an iOS app at the moment. Hopefully it will come to Android, but it's available for right now for the iPhone and the iPad, and it is called Jam with Jordan, which is a casual music making powered by a legendary Grammy winner, Jordan Rudess. I think I'm saying his name. Hopefully, I'm probably butchering it. Jordan Rudess, who is an incredible pianist, and he's in heaps of videos. He's probably got his own YouTube channel, I don't know, but I've seen him in plenty of music things. He's just an incredible musician all around. And the reason I don't normally mention particularly iOS apps, not on the podcast, but this one is really fun, and I've been playing with it for the last day, so I thought it was worth a mention. So it's just a casual music making app, but it's cool because you can spark some new ideas and spice some new ideas. I'll play back the intro video here in a sec, but let me just read a little bit back here. Jordan Rudess has been voted the best living keyboard player alive right now. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, in the world for 2 consecutive years, from David Bowie to Dream Theater to Deep Purple, he's played keys for legend after legend. He's often known as the Wizard. And with this new app, you can make music with Jordan's riffs without being a world-class musician. And we tried to create an app from the ground up that's iOS-centric. It's almost like a game. It's a chance to jam with Jordan, and that's really what it is. This app is really a lot of fun. It feels like you're jamming with Jordan per se, and it features original music motifs by Grammy-winning Jordan Rudess. Play with over 50 plus original multi-sampled sounds and drums. Export your creations to WAV files to share. 500 plus megabytes of sound compressed to under 140 megabytes, and works on both iPhone and iPad for one price. So one low price. It isn't expensive. It's a cheap app, $2.99 or $4.99, being that we are in Australia here, but $2.99 for the US. And let's play this video back here. It's a little bit of fun, just giving you background.
Hey, it's Matthew from Audio Kit. We're just putting the finishing touches on a new app. Let's see, and oh, I think it's working.
Jordan Rudess has been voted the best living keyboard player in the world for the past 2 years, and we're so excited to make this app with him. We wanted to make a fun, casual music creation app that takes iOS music making back to its roots. An app that could only exist on the iPhone or iPad. It takes full advantage of the different iOS sizes. It's great on an iPhone, it's great on an iPad. And it's great for kids and young people too. They love it. Without further ado, here's Grammy winner Jordan Rudess.
Hey everybody, it's Jordan, and I want to introduce you to my latest iOS app, Jam with Jordan, which was done with the amazing people at AudioKit. About a year ago, we began discussions for this idea that I had. Basically, I wanted to take different chord patterns and create leads, chords, bass, and drums, and have everything be completely interchangeable. Not only that, I wanted to offer a lot of flexibility for each line. You can invert it, you can reverse it, you can slow it down to half speed, you can make it double speed, and play live as well for each pattern. It's a whole lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. And my friends, Jam with Jordan.
And the
All right, we're going to leave it there, but that is basically what it is. Jam with Jordan. It literally feels like you're jamming with him, and it is a lot of fun. So you can create new song ideas with the push of a button with the Magic Wand feature, and use the Magic Wand to create entire songs or jumpstart ideas. I actually recorded something last night on my iPad. It was pretty fun. Again, it is all of his multi-instrumental ideas and songs that he's put together, but you can sort of change it on the fly, and it's just a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out if you have an iPad or iOS. Sorry to my Android users out there. All right, let's move along to the next piece of news that happened this last week, which is pretty damn exciting, is that Cherry Audio dropped the GX80, which is a Yamaha CS80 emulation. Now, I know there's a few on the market. I know Arturia makes the CS80, and there's one other software company. It's gone out of my mind right now, but definitely there's a couple of iterations of the CS80 in software form, and Cherry Audio has definitely done an amazing job with this emulation. I mean, it's always, with Cherry Audio, it's always sounding unbelievable. Their emulations are, honestly, I don't know, like, I'm not that technically, I'm going to be real with you, I'm not that technically inclined when it comes to the back end of software and how they do it. I'm more of a musical guy, musician, but I do know something when it sounds good, and the GX80, my goodness, does that sound incredible. I did a video on it early this week. If you wanted to check that out, head over to the YouTube channel. If you're already on the YouTube channel after you watch this video, you can check out my video on GX80 by Cherry Audio. It is amazing. It sounds really amazing. I check out 2 styles of presets on that. I check out the splits and the keys, and I think I maybe check out some leads as well. Wow, sounds really good. Anyway, let me just You could listen to me waffle on about how good it sounds. What is the GX80? It is a transformative virtual synthesizer that combines the unparalleled sound and features of the fabled GX1 Dream Machine and its renowned descendant, the CS80, to create a powerhouse hybrid. Featuring the carefully crafted and intensely circuit-modeled DSP design of award-winning developer Mark Bardon, Cherry Audio has replicated every subtlety of the classic to create the most authentic emulation of its kind. All right, let's just have a quick listen to some of the GX80 demos down here, endorsed by a bunch of artists. Here we go, let's play this back. We're going to just leave it there because it's quite a long demo, but you get an idea of, you know, really good at ethereal pads, long drawn out pads and drones, bell sounds, unbelievable sounding virtual instrument there by Cherry Audio. It is the GX80. Check out the video again if you get a chance on the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel. Boom! Alright, we're nearly at our feature here. This one I just had to mention. It is, I'm sorry, it does fall back into Black Friday, but this is a hardware Black Friday deal, and I know that literally every music company is doing Black Friday right now, which is really exciting for you because all you have to do is think of one of the companies whom you love and just be like, oh, I'll check out their website. Boom, got a deal. But this one was pretty crazy. I wanted to talk about this because this is the Seaboard Rise, which is the most expressive keyboard on the market right now, and MIDI keyboard, I should say. being that MIDI polyphonic expression keyboard, let's keep it real here. Let's just keep it what it really is here. No, I'm just kidding, stupid. The infinitely expressive keyboard is $300 off right now. So I don't know how long this goes for, but these won't ship until early Jan. So if you were thinking about getting Seaboard Rise 2, then wow, now is the time. Let's have a quick listen to how it sounds. Here we go. There you go. I mean, if that doesn't give you an idea of how expressive that MIDI controller is, I mean, you had the riffs, the wailing. It sounds like you're playing a guitar even in some of those points. That is basically what you can do with the Seaboard Rise 2. If you've ever wanted to play like that or have that expressive freedom that you get with the Seaboard Rise 2, now would be the best time. That is actually the cheapest it's going to be, I think, for now. So it's usually $13.99 USD, so it'll be $10.99 with that discount. All right, no more Black Friday deals. Let's get to our feature. All right, here it is. If you've come here for the KORG Collection 4, here it is by KORG. Yes, KORG released Collection 4 of their iconic synthesizer collection, and it adds 3 unique instruments. So let's jump down. What are these 3 unique instruments? So the KORG Collection is a suite of software synthesizers that carefully recreates the authentic sound and behavior of some legendary KORG synthesizers for the present day and beyond. And in 2022, 3 unique instruments loved by creators around the world. These are really, really loved instruments, by the way, are now included. And that includes MicroKorg, Electribe R, and Kaoss pad. Those 3, honestly, and for me, nostalgia vibes big time. The KORG Collection is now a synthesizer suite of 11 synthesizers, 2 effects processors, and 1 drum machine in total, including the famous M1, Triton, and more. So if we jump down here, so you're getting MicroKorg, and you're getting the Electribe R, and you're getting the Kaoss pad. So the MicroKorg, for those of you who don't know what the MicroKorg, this is actually my first hardware synthesizer. So I have a lot of love and nostalgia for this particular instrument, but it's also one of the most popular synthesizers. It might be one of the highest selling synthesizers because pretty much every band throughout the noughties and even 2010s had an Electribe on stage. Sorry, not an Electribe, a MicroKorg on stage. It probably had an Electribe as well. Anyway, the MicroKorg for Mac and Windows recreates the sound behavior and look of the original MicroKorg. It reproduces not only the analog modeling oscillator, filter, and amp sections, but also the effects section and arpeggiator, and the vocoder function, which was one of the main features of the original MicroKorg, has been reproduced. Because who doesn't love a good vocoder? Electribe R, the first gen Electribe. So this is the first generation one. Electribe R for Windows and Mac is based on the iElectribe for iPad released in 2010, but has expanded the beat modes and effects of the SEP sequencer to include the original Electribe R and Electribe R MK2, as well as all the preset data from the Electribe for iPad and Electribe for iPhone. And Kaoss pad. So the Kaoss pad for Mac and Windows is the first in the Kaoss series to open up the complex internal structure and enable the creation of original control systems while maintaining the interface that puts ease of use as an effects plugin, with touchpad control at the forefront of the interface while inheriting the concept of the Kaoss pad series. Kaoss pad for Mac Windows can create new Kaoss with its deepest effect processing and its various controls. It is a lot of fun. Let's just play back this intro video and then we'll get into a live demo. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the KORG Collection 4 introduction video. If you're watching us there on YouTube or Spotify, you could see how freaking amazing the UIs look on these particular software synthesizers. Let's just get stuck into it. Let's jump right over here. I got Ableton Live loaded up, and for those of you who are very familiar with the MicroKorg, you'll see it here up on the screen. It is such an amazing looking GUI that they've done here. It just instantly feels familiar. Everything is here that should be here. And this just excites me because listen to this first preset. For those of you who know the MicroKorg well, this first preset, listen to this. Oh yeah, nostalgia right there. Because that, if I didn't know better, if I didn't know this software was released, for example, and you just played that audio to me, I'll be like, dude, you're just playing the MicroKorg. I know exactly what you're doing, because that's the first preset. When you turn on the MicroKorg, that is the first preset. So yeah, they've done a great job. If we look around, let's see if I can make this a bit bigger just for today's podcast. Here we go. So we can increase the size. Oh, that's pretty big. That's all right though. Hopefully my video is not covering up too much. My video is just covering up the arpeggiator at this point, but they've done a really good job. You've got your knob here for your program select, so you can go around to trance, techno, house, electronica, or if you want to jump into presets, which you can't do obviously on the hardware version, you can't do this. We can just jump over. You got your banks, your genres, and your programs here. So if you want to do it quicker, you could do it this way as well. And it includes all the A, B, and it doesn't look like it includes the C mode, which was an additional feature on the MicroKorg S, which I actually have in the background, the MicroKorg S, which included C bank. But you do get, which I haven't seen these presets before, you get MicroKorg. Oh, you do. Sorry, they're here. My bad. MicroKorg S is here. And you get Korg USA, which I haven't heard these ones before. So these are obviously designed by the KORG USA team, and you got your user presets here, which you can save yourself. But you can quickly just jump into, here we go, MicroKorg S, for example. Let's go to the trance. These were new, these ones here. I just got to remember to mute my mic there, so you're just getting the sound of the synth. But yeah, it's really cool. So you'll have to excuse me that I didn't say it was MicroKorg. So you got them here and they sound super authentic. I'm just going to play a few more here. We're looking at the trance program bank at the moment. Honestly, if you didn't know any better, you'd think you literally had the hardware here. And then obviously you've got all your parameters, your knobs on the front here. You can mess with the oscillators. You've got your mixer between oscillator 1 and 2 and your noise here as well. And you can sort of just play with stuff as we go. Let me show you that. Like I'll play with mixer here and the filter and just show you. I think this was one of the reasons, just before I do this, why this synthesizer was so popular is it's very easy to control and change the sound. One thing I have to say that I do like too, obviously I'm going to ramble a little bit here because of my love and gushing for this particular soft synth here of a hardware favorite of mine, is I love that you can now see the filter EG and the amp EGs here. Like you actually see them and you can change them like that. It's just a cute little feature. Obviously it's not on the hardware, but yeah, let me just show you that now, just playing with the parameters on the front using this preset we got here is fine. We're just putting a latch on an arpeggiator here. Here we go. The filter sounds really good too. So if you remember on the actual hardware device, there's a little bit more menu diving to get to the filter and that sort of stuff, and the amp but this is nice because it's all just sort of laid out really beautifully, and aesthetically I just love it. And you can actually change the skins here. We're not going to do a huge deep dive, obviously, because we're on the podcast here today. I don't want to bore you guys to death if you just listen to the podcast. Just want you guys to hear how authentic it sounds, and it is a lot of fun. But you can also change the skins here. If you have a look, we've got the black skin, and they actually did sell hardware units with these particular skins. I remember there was this gold one, which was like a special edition. You've even got the red one. You guys probably remember that, the KORG red with the red keys there, the red and black. You've got silver, which I haven't seen this one. I don't know if this is just a skin for the software. And then you've got the MicroKorg S look, which is the white one here with that light Maplewood side. They did a brilliant job with the skins. But I mean, all in all, there's not much more I can say about this recreation other than it's perfect. It's really perfect. It just sounds legit. And the vocoder, check this out. The vocoder is cool, and you even get a little visual here of the vocoder. I don't have a mic set up other than my podcast mic, but I don't want to do that right now. But if we jump through and let's look, we'll go to just the all, and we're in vocoder. These are all of the presets. Yeah, see, I probably need input on this one because it's not playing, but that's cool. There we go, got that one. Really nice sounding vocoders. Just all in all, a beautiful recreation of the MicroKorg, and absolutely love it. I mean, it's all here, the parameters. If you want to see more on this, do leave a comment in the comment section down below. And we're not going to be able to do a deep dive on the podcast here, but definitely leave a comment in the comment section below if there's something more that you feel I haven't covered on this particular soft synth. I mean, there's really not a lot more I can say. It is just an incredible recreation, and I get super nostalgic playing it. I could probably just stop doing the podcast and just play it, you know what I mean? It's all here. Everything is here. Your original presets are here. Like, again, if you know the MicroKorg and you heard this, you'd be like, that's the hardware. Actually, this one sounds better lower from my memory. Yeah. It always had that funky, low, boxy bass sound as well, the MicroKorg. Let me mute my mic. Yeah, super fun indeed. All right, let's move along to the next one here, which I want to show you, which is the Electribe R. So this was previously available, as I said in the read up there. In 2010, it was released on the iPad. And since then, there's been a few iterations. Here it is here. Looks beautiful indeed. Again, a loving recreation. I'll just put it there so I'm not covering up screen too much. But how this works is it syncs to your DAW. So when I press play, it'll actually play back here. And you got all your classic sounds. I can have a little tweak here. I'll have a tweak. Here we go. Literally fun on end here. So it is the KORG Electribe R, if you're familiar with it. I never had the hardware for this. I always remember I wanted the hardware for this, but it was pricey back in the day. Probably not anymore, but anyway, you can get it in software form. It sounds freaking amazing. Let's just go through some of the presets here. They're all incredible, and they're all from the original, of course. Here we go. Let me play back some more. Just a nice addition you could add to any of your music. The UI is just incredible. It looks real, like it actually looks on the screen really real. Now, of course, you can do the same with all this KORG software. You can click on it here to get into your banks and your patterns and presets. And you've got your user area over here, like your KORG Collection. You got the Mark 1 and the Mark 2, if you just want to look at Mark 2 presets here. And you've even got the iPad and the iPhone versions, which had their own presets as well, which is pretty cool. We can look at, again, I don't have the nostalgic connection to this that I did with the MicroKorg, but still, I sort of have some familiarity with this particular software, because I did have it on the iPad. So, I don't know, let's have a look here at Mark II. If you are an Electribe user and you're watching this video right now, you're probably like, oh, why don't you tweak that or something like that? I'm doing my best here, guys, to show you this particular software iteration. So hopefully it does it justice. But as you can see before too, I can change I can change all the mods here, your pitch, mod depth, mod speed, your amp, and everything else. It's a lot of fun just getting into each individual sound here. Nice little effects. Let's have a listen to this one. It's got some nice automation going here. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Hopefully you get the idea here of how much fun it can be to just mess around with the front knobs here. I mean, that's how it always was with the Electribe. Very intuitive indeed. I think we're just going to get along to our last product here. Our last new product, I should say. Checking out the new products of KORG Collection 4. And that is, of course, the Kaoss pad. And what a better way to have a Kaoss pad for the sake of this video and just showing off how good it sounds than to have it on the master channel. And we're going to run it over the Electribe here so you get an idea. Let me get a different preset on the Electribe before we jump into that though, just so we're not listening to the same thing. We're in the Electro one here. We go back to Mark 1. Let's listen to our original Electro Live. Let me have a listen. Oh yeah. Hang on. Damn, they're good, aren't they? Oh, we used that one there. Now let's jump over to our Kaoss pad. Now, aesthetically, software-wise, not that pleasing, I have to be honest. I mean, I was kind of expecting a bit more. You can go into the back end of it though, which is really cool. And obviously you can't do this with the hardware. And you got your edit functionality there as well. However, I was hoping, when you went across the XY, you would get a bit more light up or color, because on the hardware, you get this incredible sort of like little squares that follow it around. It looks really amazing. But here you've got your favorites, 12 favorites here that you had on the original, which you can click on there, or you can jump into edit here and you can go into a bunch of, I don't know, hundreds of presets it looks like here, which are a lot of fun. And the ones that are lit up here with the star, they're basically saved to your favorite presets, your 1 to 12 there as well. But I guess let's just have a listen, because it's the only way you're really going to get to here. And this if you never owned a Kaoss pad or you're not familiar with the Kaoss pad, they were really popular in the early noughties. When I say noughties, 2000s and forward, they were really popular and really fun and really like taking the sound mangling to the extreme. So what I might do is I might just go through some of the favorites here. We'll start with one. And you can just have a listen. And just quickly on the front panel here, it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. You've got your input and your effects out. Obviously, turning your input up is going to distort going in, and turning FX out will distort going out. But let's just have a quick listen. I'll play with the XY, and you can see what you think. Here we go. Just a nice simple low pass on that one. Low pass and high pass. All right, let's go to some more. I mean, these were really designed for playing live with, you know. It's kind of, it feels a bit weird having it in the box here, but it's still fun, still intuitive and fun. Nice, nice and swirly. Vibrato. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go to one more here. Have a listen. I mean, I think you get the idea at this point. Alright, that's probably the funnest one there, preset 12. I'm not going to go through each individual one, but that one has got a lot going on. Actually, if we go over to edit, you can sort of see a bit more of what's going on here. Actually, take edit off. I'll put hold on here. Here we go. And we jump over to edit. And you just sort of can see what's going on in the back end here. You can mess with it more, or I mean, there's a lot of chopping and changing going on here. Whoa, it's like phasers, bit crushes. This has got the works, this one. Wow, really getting fun with that. Okay, so that's Stargazer. I don't even have any input going through. I think it's picking up the feedback. That's pretty crazy. That sounds really freaky. All right, my goodness, what is going on? But you can see it is a lot of fun. Now, yes, Kaoss Pad originally was designed as a playing live. It's something you would noodle around with your finger. You got to remember, this was before the day of smart devices, before touch screens were a thing. I mean, touch screens were known, but you didn't have like touch screen devices in your pocket like we do, like everyone does now, like iPads, iPhones, Androids, and whatever, Galaxies, whatever the hell. You didn't have those back then. And this was new technology. You got to remember that. You had a fine membrane. You could rub your finger over or move your finger across an XY pad, and you get these extraordinary sound effects. And when you were if you're a DJ or you're playing live, even with an instrument, being able to expressively push your finger across the XY, there was something super satisfying about it. It doesn't quite have the same feel in software form, but definitely the sound recreation of the Kaoss pad is freaking awesome. Anyway, guys, that's gonna have to do it for today's video. I know, short and sweet. I just wanted to show you the 3 brand new effects, 2 instruments and 1 effect that is included with the KORG Collection 4. I really feel this has added and upped the value of that collection. In fact, in my opinion, this is my favorite update of that collection, because probably because of my connection with the hardware that they're bringing to date now, because it's in my era now, because the Tritons and stuff like that, I sort of missed all that. It is amazing you can have a KORG Triton now in software form. It's all there. I highly recommend KORG Collection at this point. It is, honestly, it is just all of the best KORG synthesizers in one place. It's not subscription, it's just a one-off fee, and it's freaking amazing. And I love it. I'm a KORG fanboy, so I'm only going to speak highly. There's probably going to be I paid for this. There's no endorsement. I paid for this update myself. Absolutely no affiliate, not like my other friends here that we had at the front of this podcast with my affiliate links and so forth. These guys I have to say, though, the only thing, and I probably said this with the KORG other collections that we updated to, we did KORG Collection 2 and 3. Gosh, KORG needs to fix their updating process, because that is a rigmarole of an effort to update. It is really hard. You have to find a code, and you have to go between 2 different websites and enter a license key to be eligible for the upgrade, and it is nightmare. It is actually a nightmare. Their whole upgrading system feels archaic. So if I have to give any negative feedback to this software, is just the actual process of getting this upgrade is a challenge in itself, which it shouldn't be. So if KORG can address that, KORG, if you're listening right now, if you can address your software updating procedure, that would be amazing. If it could all be done in one place and it was simple. I know they've got the KORG License Center or whatever it is, which is okay, but just on the back end, we have to go to the websites and do that. That is freaking hard, and that gets a thumbs down from me. But other than that, this update itself is amazing, and I highly recommend it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. If you're doing Thanksgiving right now, I hope you're enjoying that, and your time off and your holiday, enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I hope it brought a breath of fresh air. I tried to stay away from the Black Friday cyber season and Cyber Monday, but it's pretty near freaking impossible right now with the amazing deals that are going on. Spend time with your family. If you get a chance to make music, great, do that. Tell me what your thoughts are of the KORG Collection 4. Are you thinking of getting it? Is it something you're interested in? Do you want me to do a deeper dive? Do you want me to be more technical in my videos? Am I skimming over stuff too quickly? I mean, we only have so much time in this podcast, and even now, this podcast is going way longer than we normally do, but that's because I want to show you guys how good this stuff actually sounds. KORG Collection 4, in my opinion, sounds amazing. Tell me what you thought of all the other things in today's podcast. Did you like Vengeance by REFX? Is that something you're interested in? Jam with Jordan? Definitely check that out. It's a nice cheap app there. The GX80, are you going to get that? That sounds freaking amazing. And Seaboard Rise 2, is that something of interest for you? Do let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, we'll be back next week. Only a couple more podcasts to go for this year and this season. I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. Until then, peace out, guys. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.